Reddit, what's the worst scandal to happen at your school? Back in high school, the entire football team was almost expelled because one girl gave blowjobs to every single one of the players in the locker rooms. Supposedly they were all in a circle and the girl was just going around each person. The kicker? The girl's brother was on the team and he let it happen. A teacher was found having sex with a student on a table in the lunchroom. The student was in 8th grade and her parents knew about it. When the religion teacher cheated on her husband with the math teacher. Ironic. Teacher married one of his soccer girls. We had a few. Some standouts. Student hid a pregnancy from her parents. She ended up giving birth at home and killed the baby. Teacher sexually harassed students. Students engaged in sexual acts at the nearby church, equals where all our masses occurred, and we the student body were then banned for having our masses at the church. The entire 11th grade of my school visits a concentration camp each year, and 2 years ago someone brought weed, so 20 students were expelled and 15 suspended. Even the police got involved. Weed isn't legal yet here. Kid made a chlorine bomb and threw it in the trash can at lunch. Lockdown. Bomb squad. Every single kid and faculty member out on the field in 95-degree weather for 2+ hours until parents could show up to pick up their kids. Probably the time a girl gave a guy a BJ in the bathroom. The guy filmed it and sent it to his friend. His friends sent all around the school. Eventually the police had to get involved because the one guy was guilty of distribution of child pornography. Student brutally murdered his parents. He was a friend and co-captain of the soccer team. His mom was my English teacher. My school district gave all high school students laptops that they could bring home with them to use for school work. They could also remotely activate the webcams and spy on students, although of course they didn't tell us this. One kid got caught smoking weed this way while he was in his room at home and I think was going to get suspended. He sued the district in response for invasion of privacy and won the case. It got national media attention for a little while. Our football defense coordinator molested, raped a large number of young boys over a long period of time and no one did a thing about it. The caretaker killed 2 local girls and hid them in the school. He tried using the clay kiln to burn them. He later dumped them a few miles away. A girl gave a guy a BJ behind the building. Her braces got stuck on his dick. He pulls back, dick bleeding, punches her in the mouth. She goes and tells the principal. Parents get called in. He yells, "She cut my dick." While the door was open, everyone knew then. History teacher disappeared in the night with the French teacher's wife, and the other French teacher made national news for sexually abusing boys. Well, French is the language of love. A girl in my middle school was telling people she had a hit list of people she was going to kill. Got caught with the list, and was sent to a hospital for a while. She came back a few years later in high school. One girl literally kicked on a guy's balls so hard that he had to be hospitalized. The girl was 15, the boy was 11. And there were no actions because of lack of evidence. A girl died in the pool during an event at the school. The swim teacher was blamed and was prosecuted. The girl who died was at my sister's class. Both were 7 at the time. That happened over 10 years ago, but the parents haven't had another child since she was their only kid. My high school guidance counselor fucked a science teacher's wife and everyone knew about it. They got a divorce. Both teachers still work at the same school to this day and students will never ever let it go. The story has been handed down from year to year. It was a couple of years after I graduated, but the principal was caught giving money to gang kids, and was demoted, and then a girl got caught having sex with a 40-year-old man in the school bathroom. The 30-ish theater teacher ran off with a recent graduate. I was kind of pals with the student during a play the spring before the scandal, and she hosted the cast party where in retrospect they seemed a little cozier than appropriate. As much as I'm dying for the inside scoop, he can't imagine friending her on social media and asking, "So what was up with you and Mr. Blank?" Long story short, the principal got arrested for hiding cameras in the bathroom. This was back in elementary. He was a total fucking creep. Some dude with a tiny little pecker sent a picture of it unsolicited to a girl and she sent it to all his friends. Wasn't long before like half the school had seen it. Wasn't long. I see what you did there. During middle school a few kids sold weed and someone that bought some smoked it in the building, which was just stupid. The kid that sold it to him didn't want to get in trouble, so he pulled the fire alarm so people wouldn't find the kid. We all got to go home afterwards. Honestly, that's some pretty quick thinking. Obviously not very responsible, but the kid that pulled the fire alarm had some pretty sharp self-preservation instincts. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to Best of Reddit.